All right, Greg, tell us about yourself and
Okay.
get the slide to change. There we
Yep.
go.
And hold the microphone up close. You get a chance.
I don't want to put it on my
Thank
lips.
you.
Is that
I know,
okay?
it's weird. 'Cause- yeah.
A little bit about me. I've been working for the same company for 22 years. It'll be 23 in October. I've been climbing the corporate IT ladder, just like Rick was talking about, for quite a while. In those 22, 23 years, I've seen a lot of ups and a lot of downs, surviving by the skin of my teeth a couple of times. And, that really kind of lit the fire under me to find a second mean of income, right? So I looked for all kinds of opportunities to build that second income. I looked at franchises, I looked at coin-operated laundries and car washes, and all of those sounded like a great idea because, it was all cash. But the thing that I realized is I still have a job, and it's a good job, and it's a good paying job, and all I'm doing is I'm losing more time if I sign up for one of these other things. I would have to run it. I was really looking for something that would run itself.
And I guess you had a friend
I
that
did.
invited you to a case study.
Yeah, he's a member of Lifestyles, and actually one of my business partners on the side now, and he brought me out to a case study and also walked me through one of his houses that he purchased. And I remember walking into the house and just thinking, you're an idiot. I thought the house had a skylight, but the roof had separated. It was mind-blowing that he bought this house, but he still, from what I understand, he still has it. It's one of his best performing houses. And that was, probably 7 years ago. It's a long time.
So let's see what you've been doing. So you've actually built yourself a nice little portfolio here.
Yeah, I currently have, 7 houses.
Mm-hmm.
I've had 2 others, but I sold those off to finance some other purchases. Some of those are brand new builds, also acquired through an agent here at Lifestyles, and bought, I believe it was 4 of those in 1 year.
So again, you are making yourself basically another job. $25,000 in cash flow, right?
Yes.
So that's nice pocket change, right, folks? Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, and I'm doing that with property management, so I don't touch these houses.
So just like Evan before, again, you don't get those phone calls on the 4th of July when the HVAC always seems to go out, right?
That's
For
right.
residents and stuff.
Exactly.
So again, you were looking at your portfolio just like Evan was, and decided to take advantage of that. But let's look at your one property, your most recent one you bought from one of our agents, Scott's here. And
Yeah.
you want to talk a little bit about the one up in Watauga? And for folks who are not familiar, I put a little map there. It's northeast of
Yeah, it's actually
Fort Worth a little bit.
it's actually a pretty good location for anybody that needs to either work in Fort Worth or Dallas. It's got so it's in high demand. There's a whole lot of traffic out there. This particular house, I believe, was built in '67, so it's a pretty old house. You can't do a whole lot to the exterior to make it look newer than '67, but there's a whole lot of value, a whole lot of opportunity in a house like this.
Talk a little bit about the rehab. Looks like you spent around $50,000, but again, it wasn't your money,
right? So I used hard money on this, and the hard money helped me purchase the house as well as finance the renovations. My total cash out of pocket was $28,000, and that netted me a cash flow with the property management and everything of $363 or 15%.
So folks, how would you like to invest $28,000, get a 15% return on it, and get paid $363 once a month? Not a bad opportunity, right? That's what Dave's going to be teaching you this weekend.
It gets better. So
let's look at what it looked like. So this was pretty ugly too, huh?
Yeah, this is the nightmare. So when I got this deal, it had already been estimated out by the GC, and I already knew that it had to be repiped. It had to have a new roof, but it didn't have to have a foundation, which was good. But if you ever want to know what a repipe looks like, they basically just jackhammer holes into your concrete through the foundation, and they pull out these rusty pipes, and they replace it all with good PVC that'll last you forever. I can tell you that you don't want to find out about this after you've bought the house. I've had that experience as well.
And that's why during our training and through their mentorship, we give you a checklist. So you know when you're walking that property you're looking to invest in, you know exactly what you should be looking for.
Yeah.
So again, some more before pictures.
Yeah, you can see it was probably not remodeled very much since '67. It has some terrible drapes. The appliances were all very old and odd sized. They, like the refrigerator there, is very short and narrow, and they built the cabinets around it to fill the space.
Well, they didn't have HGTV back then.
Right. Yeah. And the pipes were so bad, the previous owner had started to try and fix it, but I think he realized that it went more than just into the walls, it went into the ground, and that's pretty much when they gave up. So.
And you didn't have to do anything with the pipes, right?
No.
You just make a phone call, right?
Well, I just showed up to take pictures of it. So,
There you
man,
go.
This is really cool.
Because that's
you
what
used that on
Dave
the
teaches
weekend.
you this weekend as well. We don't lift hammers, we're not, or paintbrushes or any of
Yeah,
that.
did none of the work.
So we're all about best product, best price, and this looks beautiful inside.
Yeah, when it was all said and done, brand new countertops, brand new appliances, new flooring. You can't even tell that they jackhammered through the foundation. The bathrooms super crystal clear and clean, and really nice features. Everybody, I didn't wait very long to rent this house. As soon as it went on the market, we had a couple of showings, and I had somebody in it right away.
Clean and functional is what we teach folks. We're not knocking down walls like HDTV, open concept. Clean and functional, and we put nice, durable, is that vinyl planking in there?
Yeah, that's vinyl.
Looks just like wood,
wood-like
folks.
floor.
It's amazing, and it's very durable, so you're not having to replace it like carpet. So even some outside, looks like you did some landscaping there, got rid of those big bushes up there on the left.
Yeah, if you can see on the before photo in the top left, there is a dead tree in the middle. And then there is hedges that are growing right up against the house. There's also small trees that were literally like 4 inches from the house. So we had to clear all of that out and knock it down, into the ground, grind it down. Got rid of the dead tree so that we had a little bit better curb appeal. But again, it's still a '67 house. It still looks like one on the outside. But when you walk inside, it looks like a new, a current day model house.
So let's take a look at your whole portfolio here. So actually the Watauga one and 3 other properties, you decided to take advantage of the equity, captured equity that you've built up and did a cash out.
Yeah. So
and what happened when you did that?
So I did a cash out on 2 of the properties, refinance cash out, and then also refinanced, or still in the process of closing on some of these, but refinanced 4 of them. So the 4 that you see there that I'm refinancing, the goal there was I wanted to increase my net income. And with the rates these days, these all locked in under 3%. Combined, my net cash flow increased about $5,500 a year just by doing the 4 refinances.
And put some money in your, or no, we just did a refi on this.
Just on these 4. At the beginning of the year, I cashed out on 2 other houses.
Because it looks like you got a pretty nice chunk of change there, over 500 grand, that you could maybe dig into and.
Yeah, Lifestyles likes to focus on the passive income, and truly that's, why I do it. But I turned my out-of-pocket, which was a fraction of this equity, into $500,000, $600,000. Now I don't have it, right? It's still in the form of a house or houses, but it's there. And in the next couple of years, I'm going to use that equity in multifamily.
And gave yourself a raise there, increased your cash flow from 25,000 to 30,000. So that's
Yeah.
a nice little
Do,
raise.
do you
there,
think your
5,000.
money, if it was still in your IRAs and 401ks, would have made that type of returns?
I know for a fact that it wouldn't. Now, I will say my 401k over the lifetime, so for 20 some odd years, has netted me, I looked it up just before I showed up here, under 9%. And I'm making more than that with property management on my money passively, not to mention the capital gains that I have. My capital gains kill my 401k. So I'm
And you know
cashing
what's
out.
even cooler about all these houses? That's all tax-free.
Yes.
When you pull out of your 401k, you will pay taxes.
Yeah.
It's not if, it's when.
Yeah, when I talk to my peers at work and they're at about the same level as me, and I tell them I got $5,000 back in taxes, they're like, "How did you do that? You must be cheating or something." No, I'm not cheating. I'm doing everything right. So it's a great tax shelter and really helps grow the equity.
Down for all the new people this weekend of why all this income's tax-free and how it's funny where you're used to paying in 10, 20 grand in taxes, all of a sudden you're getting back a tax refund. It's amazing what real estate does.
So I think we've already kind of touched on the different ways that it's really changed your life, right?
Yeah, but I will say that, like that first bullet says, I came to the two-day and also to a couple of the case studies, and it rang true for me right away. So I joined and jumped in with both feet. I took a $50,000 loan against my 401k, bought my first couple of houses, and haven't looked back. But the real value that I find with lifestyles is not just the mentors, but the mentors are great. They walked me literally, not literally, but figuratively took me by the hand, walked me through the process. But also all the vendors, just top-notch vendors. And, when I tell people that I put 22 beams into a foundation one time at one of my houses, they're like, "Oh my gosh, that must have cost you $30,000. No, it cost me about $9,000. And
Using other people's money.
yeah, and
Which is
using
what
other
Dave will
people's
teach you.
money. So there's quality vendors. They're great on their prices, and then the real estate agents. I didn't even have to find these houses. They were found for me.
So what would be your advice for members who are going to Dave's 2-day for the first time?
Yeah, so if you're like me, where you're looking for that opportunity where you want that side income, and you still have a great job and you want to keep that great job, there is a way to facilitate that here at Lifestyles. I certainly did it. I am looking forward to now transitioning from a corporate job to just real estate investor over the next several years.
So maybe do some more trips like you did here?
Yeah.
Where was that?
That was up in Moab, Utah. We went on a rock crawling tour.
And who's the little one off to the left?
That's my granddaughter. Yes, I'm a grandpa. Yeah, so definitely want to be able to travel, see the family more, and just relax. I'm tired of the politics and the corporate antics that I have to deal with. So.
And with that $500,000 equity you've already built up,
Yeah.
you can obviously move forward with your goals here.
One more time, and I sure hope my
So
boss
again, you
isn't
didn't do
watching.
this on your own. Again, it was part of the Lifestyles team and the family, and of course many of our vendors
Yep.
that helped you out here. So
A truly great team.
you're truly not alone, folks, when you're out there doing your investing. So any questions for Greg? John, we got one. Where's our
Hold on.
microphone?
I'll run the microphone around here. Let me get exercise.
Oh, okay, over here.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said that you borrowed this money for these homes under 3% interest rate.
When I did the refinance, yes.
Yeah. Well, how many years on that amortization? Was it like 25 or 30 years or what?
These are 30-year loans. These are conventional mortgages.
So
And
probably
that's
when
what
you
we
first
teach.
started, what was your interest rate? 5?
Yeah,
or
they were much higher
5
then.
or 6 maybe?
7, 8 even, but rates right now are rock bottom.
So doing that refinance, folks, that's what increased his cash flow $5,000 for the year.
And Dave Ramsey, people, just so you know, we always do 30-year loans, not 15 or 20. The goal is not to pay off the house.
No.
The goal is the cash flow.
Yeah.
Todd,
So
have a
how
question?
did you get into the new builds, the 4 new builds that you?
So those were presented to me through Lifestyles real estate agents. They were being built by a builder in Fort Worth. It was the same floor plan. They were just buying empty lots and dropping these floor plans.
Who likes the idea of buying a brand new build, no headaches? There's nothing wrong with that if you want passive income.
Yep.
Juan has a question for you over here.
All right.
When you did that refi, did you cash anything out?
Well, so it didn't show it here, but beginning of the year, I cashed out on 2 houses and pulled about $70,000 out.
Which he paid no taxes on, and that gives him more opportunity to invest as well.
I just had a great party with it. just kidding. I'm
Go on those Jeep tours, right?
I'm actually getting cash flush so that I can start looking at
Multifamily.
an IRO,
Yep.
multifamily IRO.
Independent, his own multifamily.
So, some guy in the audience out there, he wrote, mic drop moment, 508,000.
There you go.
And that's all you got to say.
Yeah.
I like that from the observation.
Well, let's
There.
give Greg a big hand here.
Good job,
Great
guys.
job, Greg.
Great job.